You know, I will always talk about what's going on in culture. I was very bochinchera.
On the Breakfast Club. Talk to him.
Oh man, here's your rumor report. You know we are in the midst of the holidays and we want to be in matching pajamas with our baes. But unfortunately, a few marriages are just going downhill. One of them being Jeezy and Jeannie May. There is mess going on. Long story short, there is rumors of cheating, infidelity, and that is causing trouble when it comes to custody of their daughter Monaco.
Who's being accused of the infidelity?
Jeezy is.
Okay.
Unfortunately, and I hate to see it. So it's getting real technical when it comes to the law, and they're getting their legal teams involved because in their prenup it does state in all forms of electronic communication, including but not limited to texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, and or DMs, shall result in a significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party as specified in said prenuptial agreement.
Y'all don't think that's too broad?
Broad, that's very specific. You can't wink, you can't say hey.
That's wild. That's too broad. Like how can she prove any of that? Emotionally suggestive, emotional relationships. So I'm never supposed to FaceTime, DM a woman ever? That makes no sense.
I think it was sexting or flirting, but then it's or flirting, right? But then it's how you take something.
That's not what I read. It didn't just say flirting. It just said emotion. You can't have an emotional relationship or be the wording they used was emotionally suggestive. What does that even mean?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but it's also tricky because Jeezy is a celebrity and a lot of people love him, and whenever they want to show love, especially if it's a woman, how do you respond? Thank you, love, or I appreciate the love.
True.
And
very true.
You send a heart, you send a smiley face, whatever, and that could be a trigger. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's wild.
It really depends. It
Heart
depends.
too smiley face. That's
The heart is a little too crazy.
That's a little crazy. By the way, black men don't cheat. That's number one. Number two, Jeezy has already denied this. Number three, let's just say hypothetically it was true because it's not, because black men don't cheat. What if he cheated with a black woman? Then it's not cheating.
Yo, shut up.
What?
Shut up, man. But I will say this. But I'm sure, I would hope,
coming home.
I would think Jeezy's attorneys is the one that set up the prenup, right? Because Jeezy's the one with the upper hand during the time, right? Because he made the most money and all that other stuff.
I have no idea.
So I'm not sure why Jeezy was signing that.
Because you're not expecting you're not doing anything wrong. Like, why wouldn't you sign?
Right, but if things go wrong,
the language is broad.
The language is definitely broad. That could just could get you in trouble.
There's a lot of loopholes in this clause. So, I mean, good luck. I hope y'all figure it out because now y'all getting baby girl involved and it's like y'all fighting to see the daughter and that's not fun. So
that's very true.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, once again, black men don't cheat.
Shut up, Charles.
Black men don't
cheat.
And if you're in an interracial relationship, if you're a black man in a relationship with a woman that's not a black woman, if you so-called
have relations
get with another black woman, it's not cheating.
What is it called?
That's science.
What's it called?
Science.
It's called science.
It's called coming home.
Coming home? I'm coming home?
That's all right.
Jesus.
I honestly, my personal opinion, I really don't think Jeezy did cheat.
Me neither. I
feel like he's standing on business. He really was firm about having a family and showing his love to his woman.
I'm with you 100%.
I don't know.
I agree with you.
But you know what? I wonder if she can use the Nia Long interview where they're going back and forth and giving each other positive affirmations and say, well, there it goes right there, because they weren't necessarily.
They was already separated.
Were they?
Did that.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, okay.
They were. Oh, man. Moving on.
Damn.
Saucy Santana. VH1 started dropping clips to promote their upcoming show For the Fellas, and they interviewed Saucy Santana. Yeah. It's a few personalities in there. Mack Wilds is one of the people during that interview, and Saucy Santana is the one being interviewed. And in that interview, they asked him about his fears of having children, and he said that he actually has fears of his future son being gay. Let's get into the audio.
Saucy, man, I'm interested, man. Do you want kids?
I think for me, just being honest, I'm just worried about how to raise a kid. And just me being gay, if I have a son, I wouldn't want my son to be gay. And not because nothing is wrong with it, but because of everything that I went through. Yeah.
Do you feel like that may be a little bit of self-hate, that you wouldn't want your son to be a reflection of who you are?
I don't never look at it as self-hate, because I love myself more than anybody. It's just not easy. So that's why I kind of equated it to like, hey, I grew up in the projects. I don't want my child to, you know, I just feel like I want better, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if better is the right words, because it's not saying to me nothing is wrong with being gay, but
you want the world to treat gay people better.
Yeah,
and you can't control that.
And you can't control that.
I totally understand what you're saying. See, but it's not self-hate at all. He doesn't want his son to have to deal with the same obstacles and discrimination that he faced. I totally
agree.
Get it.
But my problem is if a straight man said that, he'll have a problem. They'd be like, oh, this, that, and the other. But he said the same thing, which I think most people feel.
What, I don't want my son to be gay?
Right, but the reasons is because this world doesn't necessarily take, I would say,
kindly
kindness
to gay people.
To gay people, yeah.
You can say that.
But if a straight man said it, it would be, oh, we're going to cancel him. He's homophobic. He's this, he's that, he's this, that.
Not if he explained it.
I think they would.
I mean, well, they're not listening then. Just like I saw people being upset at Saucy Santana. You ain't listen to the nuance of what he said. You just saw the headline.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I kind of agree with Envy. I'm not going to lie. I think there is a double standard. Yeah. And because Saucy Santana identifies as what he identifies as, he has more leeway to talk about these things, right? Because he's already in that community, so he's going to stand for that.
If a straight man said it, they would say he's homophobic. They would be trying to cancel him. But he says the same thing that I think most fathers would think. You don't want your son to go to a place where he's not taken as kindly. And it is what it is.
If you listen to the nuance of what Saucy said, you totally get it. I feel like, and I do agree with you, people would have backlash, but smart people would listen to what said straight man was saying and the nuance of what he was saying, and they would understand it. It's like me when I talk about interracial relationships.
Oh gosh. Let's get into Fat Joe real quick, because you know there's a lot of people that are backing up their lyrics nowadays, because you know, following Young Thug's RICO case, it has opened up the floodgates for people to use their lyrics against them. So during an interview with Gayle King, Fat Joe discussed his views on free speech as an artist and revealed the truth about his music.
I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied in almost 95% of my songs. I'm being honest. Lied.
Like how? What do you mean?
I write like I feel that day. Mm-hmm. I'm just being creative. You know, if you could probably you couldn't build the jail high enough for the lyrics I've said on songs, which are all untrue. What I am is a family man, the person who gives back to my community all the time, open businesses in my community. So the music would never amount to the actual person, Joseph Cartagena.
I feel like if rappers always spoke like that, then we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in now as far as people using lyrics and quote. Rap should have always been looked at as entertainment. But, you know, people used to get shamed because they didn't necessarily, quote, unquote, live their lyrics. And then, listen, we're all to blame for that because as a consumer, I used to want my rappers to live their lyrics too. But guess what? That's when I was young and dumb. You know what I mean? Now when I realized that, this can actually lead them to end up in jail or dead and it's influencing people the wrong way, it should all be considered just entertainment.
Absolutely.
Same way you watch a gangster movie and realize, okay, that on the screen isn't real. It should be the same thing for rap.
Or you got to be smart enough to know that if you do rap, you say that my raps are not real, so they can never be used against you. Because you would clearly say that these raps are fake.
That's real triggering though, because I don't know if that gains or loses your fan base.
They don't care as long as that music jamming. They don't care. People really don't care.
I don't know. I feel like fans are fans of rappers who they believe are speaking their truth,
correct,
quote unquote.
Well, the rapper might not be doing it, but I am. So it don't care. This song is for me. You made this for me. This is my soundtrack.
Well, that is your rumor report. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, Felicity Huffman. We need her to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her, please.
What's her name again?
Felicity Huffman.
Okay, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.